All right, hello everybody, and welcome to Greek Pronunciation Cheat Sheet. Is what I'm calling it right now. Who is this for? This is for people familiar with the Greek alphabet who want a reminder. Just remember, this is Erasmian Greek pronunciation, not modern, not a reconstruction. And this is also to help you start thinking about Biblical Greek as a written language that comes from a spoken language and not just a written language by itself. And so maybe think of it as sounds and not just letters. So hopefully that helps with that. So first, we're going to talk about long and short vowels. Again, vowels can either be short or long. So think about short vowels as either half the length of a long vowel or long vowels as about twice the length of a short vowel. So I have an right? So short vowels are written with a breve to indicate that they are short, and they can also be long vowels, can be written with a tilde, a macron, or a circumflex to indicate that they are long, but often vowels are not indicated that they're short or long, and you just have to know through repeated learning and memorization. There are some tricks that will help you, but we will not be covering those in today's video. For a quick tool you can use by yourself, you can go to wiktionary.org or wiktionary.com. Both will take you to the same place and look up a word. I've given you an example of a word here, and just make sure that it's for ancient Greek and not Greek. But here we have agora here, and as you can see, the first alpha is short and the last alpha is long. You can see that both in the pronunciation, the bold Greek written, and the non-bold Latin representation of it next to it. So there's three ways that'll tell you that it's which vowels are short and long. Again, not every word is in Wiktionary, and so it can be trouble. Sometimes we have trouble figuring it out, but there are certain patterns sometimes. Shortness and longness is a difference of quantity and not necessarily a quality. Versus right? If you're musically inclined, think of it like musical notes. So here we're going to divide up the vowels here. I'll pronounce all the vowels. We have different classes of vowels: A, E, I, O, U vowels. And then if they're short, if they're only short, they're in the left column. If they're only long, they're in the right column. And if they can be short or long, they're in the both column. So I will then pronounce them short and then long as such. We have A class. So we have alpha, and then long alpha, So short alpha, long alpha, epsilon, eta, iota, omicron, omega, upsilon, u. So the trick to making the upsilon sound is think of the E in machine, E, and then round your lips. So you have E and then you get U. So that's alpha, epsilon, eta, iota, E, omicron, omega, upsilon, U. So different vowels can combine to make diphthongs, which are always long because they are two short vowels that combine to make one long vowel sound. So they're always long, but treated as one syllable. So here we have from the top left, we have I, we have A, oi, we, ow, we have u, and u. These also. So remember, eta upsilon and epsilon upsilon are pronounced the same in this system. Following this, we have breathing marks. Again, the breathing mark indicates at the beginning of a word whether if it's pronounced with an aspiration, like a h sound. So a smooth breathing mark on the left indicates no aspiration. So ah. Rough breathing mark on the right indicates an aspiration. So ha. If there's a diphthong, it's placed over the second vowel in the diphthong. So we have I on the left, and on the right we have hi. A diaeresis marks that what would ordinarily be a diphthong is pronounced. A diaeresis marks that what would ordinarily be pronounced as a diphthong is actually pronounced as two separate vowels. So on the left is I. On the left we have ai. So ai. So instead of a zaios, it is a zaios. So here we come to consonants. P, B, F, Ps. We have our dentals. T, D, and Th. And sigma is not a dental. You have our velars. K, G, Ch, and Ks. And the square of stops just indicates what happens when a sigma is added to a stop. So as you can follow the chart. Here we have gamma nasal. When a gamma is followed by another velar, the first gamma is pronounced like an N, an N sound to us, but a nu. So you have not egkrates, not that. We have enkrates. So you have angelo, engeo, elenxon. Here we have our liquids and nasals. So for liquids, lambda and rho, so l and r. We have nasals, mu and nu, so l, r, mu, nu, l, r, and n. We have our sibilants. So you have sigma and zeta, s and z. Again, one is voiceless and the other is voiced. Just a reminder that doubled consonants, both consonant is pronounced, and this is uncommon in English. But I thought of some examples where this happens. So we have unnamed versus unaimed, as you can hear that difference. Unnamed versus unaimed. Well, typically being unimportant in English was pronounced in Greek and very important. So we have the difference between balo and ballo. And I like to think of it as each vowel sort of has ownership over a consonant. Each consonant follows. Here we'll go over the following vowels in the book. But in this case, there's one too many consonants. So it goes with the preceding vowel. So bal, lo, and then ba, lo. Okay. It's an example. There's one vowel or diphthong per syllable. So again, one vowel or diphthong per syllable. 2, a single consonant by itself goes with the following vowel. Okay. And these are the two most important syllabification rules. Everything else is sort of a clarification of this. So here we have again one consonant and one vowel per syllable. Again, one vowel per syllable and a single consonant goes with the following vowel. So you can see ba, lo. The two consecutive vowels that do not perform a diphthong are divided. We'll see an example of that later. A consonant cluster that cannot be pronounced is divided. The first consonant goes with the preceding vowel. A consonant cluster that can be pronounced together goes with the following vowel. Double consonants are divided, which is just a clarification of rule 4. Again, a consonant cluster that cannot be pronounced is divided. And compound words are divided or joined. Okay, so I just put some words here for syllabification practice, and I will go through that here shortly. I remember always practice this while sounding it out aloud. Don't just follow the rules, but go along while pronouncing it. Again, Greek as a spoken language first and a written language second. So here we have, I'll just do this live, do, da, ka. So do, da, ka. So we have engus, engus. It's hard to say. Engus. All right. So we have an example. Sum, fo, ne, so, sin. Sum, fo, ne, so, sin. Sum, fo, ne, so, sin. It can be hard to practice, again, the vowel quality, short, long vowels, syllabification, all at the same time, but just, again, little by little. So, ek, pa, ru, a, sorry, a, me, non. Ek, pa, ru, a, me, non. So we have example of two vowels next to each other. So he, e, ra, sa, lu, ma. He, e, ra, sa, lu, ma. He, e, ra, sa, lu, ma. Okay. So M pros then. Here we have an example of a consonant cluster and then a divided consonant cluster. So consonant cluster goes together, divided consonant cluster. M pros then. So here we have, there's a bird. Okay. Poi a psi n. So we divide at the diphthong. Poi a psi n. Ga za fu la gi on. Ga za fu la gi on. Ga za fu la gi on. So ga za fu la gi on. Okay. Here we have the second longest word in the New Testament. Okay. If you can do this. Te sa re. So te sa res kai de ka te. So te sa res kai de ka te. So here we have the longest word in the New Testament. So if you can do this, you can do any word. Okay. Pra ke chai ra ta ne me noise. Pra ke chai ra ta ne me noise. Okay. And with that, we're done. Have a nice day. Indicates a rough. So we go into consonants. So we'll just go over the syllabus. Boy, yeah. Just double check. Ooh, we, yeah. Ooh, you, yeah. You, yeah. I'm not doing that right. A, oi, ow, ooh, we, you. Okay.